How you doing? How you doing?
Pretty darn good. Gosh darn it.
Pretty gosh darn good, gosh darn it.
Happy New Year!
Yeah, Happy New Year. How the hell, you know? Happy, merry, merry, all that bullshit.
Yeah, we're in 2021.
I know.
Doesn't feel any different, does it?
Not a bit. It still feels like a disaster.
Did you have a chance
Does
to
it feel
check
like
out?
a disaster to you? Because it certainly does to me.
Yeah. Did you? Well, speaking of disasters, did you check out Death of 2020?
Yeah, I did.
Well, so I thought we'd get that one out of the way because I think it could be 5 minutes.
I personally loved it. At the time.
Before I get to Death of 2020, I wanted to say that I'm kind of pissed off about Wonder Woman 1984. Not only because I think it might have sucked based on what I saw in the trailers, but
You didn't get to see it yet.
well, I'm pissed off because, okay, it was released on HBO Max and in the theaters, but I live where theaters are closed, and I don't
Right.
have f***ing HBO Max, and so, motherfucker, why aren't you putting this on AMC and Regal and all those other
Apps that you actually have theaters that you I don't understand.
I don't understand why they went through HBO Max. I'm just kind of irritated by it.
Yeah, well,
Because it kind of just says, oh, you everybody who doesn't have HBO Max and is
right
in the
now
middle
I'm
of
going-
a pandemic.
Oh, I can watch it on AMC for just a few dollars.
I think I'm okay.
Well,
I'm okay. I'm okay.
But anyway, I just need my Gal Gadot. I need my Gal Gadot. I need that woman in my life. I need to see her in that tight outfit. I don't even care. Well, anyway, now that I got that out of the way,
yeah, Jesus. Feeling
it's
better
been
a little
building
bit?
up for a while.
You
I
okay?
was like,
I kind of feel like maybe that's not all we were talking about, but I'm not going to say.
oh no, this has been a great year so far.
I have actually got an effect with my lights that makes me look like a redhead. This is weird. I had no idea I could be a redhead, and look at this, you know?
Well, I wanted to have black hair, so I just put a black hat on.
Yeah, well, there you go.
But anyway,
So-
Death to 2020.
Death to 2020.
It came out. Obviously, it came out in 2020. I don't have to tell you that. But it's kind of a TV series. It's like a Netflix version of a special TV special, kind of. That's the best way. I can
Yeah. It's funny because it really doesn't have a category.
put it. No,
I mean, but boy, it was a crack up. It really was.
I thought it was. I mean, there were parts where they were pretty cheesy, but I like some of the really. There's some really rough jokes in there that, if you're a Trump supporter, you might not like it because there are a lot of jokes at Trump's expense.
But there were a lot of jokes. There were a lot of jokes. At
But it covered
Biden's
everybody.
expense,
Yeah,
though. I mean, they were absolutely drilling everybody. But the thing is, and we need to talk about this for a minute. How can you not just freaking laugh at Trump as you're looking backwards? I mean, I know that I personally have been laughing at him since the beginning.
yeah, me too.
But I ask myself, even Trump supporters, when they look back at it, have got to be going, wow, that was kind of rough, you know.
I don't know. I've been seeing Trump supporters support him to the end, and like even when they're dying on their deathbed of COVID, they're like, this is all fake. It's made up. Trump, MAGA, all that stuff.
Well, you know what? America in general wasn't made of just the smartest people in the pickle barrel, you know. I swear to God, no. I have a friend right now who will remain nameless, and I consider him a very sweet person, and I thought that he was a pretty smart person, but he honestly said this the other day. He goes, and then they say that if you're not wearing a mask, it spreads droplets. Well, what the is a droplet? Oh, it's like
Have you ever sneezed?
little tiny flecks of water that you expel that wouldn't be expelled if you were wearing a mask. But I was like, really? I mean, what is it about Trump people, about Trump in general that has made it safe to say incredibly stupid things.
I don't know.
Don't get it.
It's crazy.
I do not get it.
See, I like the Obama years because people, when they want to say something stupid, they would just not say it.
Yeah,
and I like that. That was great.
It's really true. I literally found myself going, man, I'm not gonna make a comment on that. There's just no. I mean, you just feel to yourself, it's like, well, you wind up going, well, like what he said, because there's nothing that you could add that would be anywhere near that level. You know. I mean, yeah, well, there you go.
You probably wouldn't like this if you're a Trump supporter either, because it has black people in it, like Samuel L. Jackson and other people.
Yeah, hello.
There were a couple of really stupid characters. Speaking of that, like the woman in England and the soccer mom. I thought that were pretty good characters. But my favorite was Tracy Ullman doing the Queen.
The Queen was great.
But the historian and I think the way everybody they brought into this was awesome. And
awesome.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't have time to look it up because I literally just finished watching it, but I wanted to know who was the guy with the whiskey glass.
Oh, that was Hugh Grant.
Was it?
Yeah. He had obviously had some makeup on him, but yeah, he was playing the historian, and he was great.
It was great.
You probably didn't recognize him because he didn't blink like 100,000 times like he normally does.
Yep.
Like after every line.
Well. Yeah, they just skewered absolutely everything, and I like the way that they did it because it was 2020, they could skewer it and actually use actual footage of it.
Yeah, it was awesome.
The great thing about it is how absurd most of the footage was from the get-go. And you go, yeah, you know what, even 2020 is going to look back. Is going to look back on 2020 and go.
Yeah, I feel sorry for anybody who's born this year.
Yeah.
I like the Bark multiverse. Kamal Nanjiani. One of my favorite lines in it was, "It takes 6 months for somebody to get radicalized online." He's like, "Oh
right.
yeah, well we're trying to get that down to 5 minutes."
Yeah, we cut that down to 5 minutes.
But his character was pretty cool because it kind of encapsulated everybody, like Elon Musk and the Facebook guy. I mean, it's like all those guys all in one kind of.
Yeah. He rolled up all the Google and Facebook and everybody, and just laid them all out. I loved it. But my favorite line. I think my favorite line of the film was, "So, what do you think? What do you think you made last year?" Well, he's talking to the guy that's just laying in a coffee
YouTuber,
shop, right?
The YouTuber,
right? So what he says, let's see, 13 million.
Yeah, he was a YouTuber / barkeep.
Yeah, barkeep. Yeah,
or mixologist, I think they called him.
Billion, something like that. Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, okay.
Well, I like that they made fun of everybody, but I think they were especially hard on Trump. But I appreciated that. Don't you think it was kind of therapeutic though? Because it was such an effed up year. It was very therapeutic.
There was something about like just being able to a certain extent laugh at it in the past.
Well, they literally started from January.
Yeah, it's like, and you know what? Didn't it seem like when they started in January and you're going, oh yeah, it's the fires.
Yeah, the fires. Yeah, in Australia.
Oh, wow, that was this year. I kept going. You mean that? Oh, that was this year.
Yeah.
He just kept going. Oh, that's yeah. And the thing is they glossed over some things that you were like, oh wow, this is
like the bomb.
Just been so big, yeah.
The big bomb.
Yeah,
Beirut or whatever.
Beirut, right.
The YouTuber was just reacting to it. Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh! Well, it's that.
Reaction videos. I want to see a reaction video to our show.
Yeah. But unfortunately, be like this.
Actually, I might wear a disguise and do it myself.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe he said that.
God, I can't believe he said that.
I thought this was a little self-centered, though. I have to say, like, if you're in a different country, maybe if you're not in England or Australia or the United States.
How about the part when they said, well, back in the civilized world.
Right.
Let's see what's happening in the rest of the world. Oh, no. The best part of it, though, is when she started to describe the news as another TV show.
Yeah, well, I was watching this reality show called America.
Called America.
Yeah, the writing was brilliant.
The writing's amazing.
The writing was brilliant on this show.
It really was.
And she also talked about that game show. Game show that took days. It was the election. It was like they're trying to flip the states blue or red, and
it was so boring.
The contestants didn't show up.
It got so boring.
But I don't have anything else to say because we don't want to ruin anything, probably. But
yeah, I have to say that I'm rating this at 3.8. It absolutely, they knew what they were doing. They absolutely nailed it in every way possible.
Did you not feel like when I sent you that, I was like, hey, let's watch this? Before I saw it, I was like, this is going to suck.
I had seen this before. I had seen it, in Netflix, and I was like, oh, God, that.
Yeah, it looked terrible.
I don't want. Well, and the other thing is, you go, wait, I don't want to revisit 2020. What the fuck? Why would I do that?
Well, I watched a little bit of the trailer and I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'll watch it.
Yeah, I didn't even see the trailer. I swear, you sent me that. I was like, really?
I knew you'd have that reaction. Like, what is this crap?
What is this shit? Jesus.
I think I'm right with you. I mean, I don't want to give it a solid 4, but maybe
Brown Space Films.
I'll give it a 3.9.
Well, there you go. Just to separate.
Just to mess with you. Yeah.
It just yeah. It was all in all, I cannot recommend it enough. It is really it's a good way to laugh off the last year.
And it's good for anybody. It's not like it's not offensive. Yeah. I said to my parents, I was like, hey guys, you might want to check this out.
Might want to check this
They'll
out,
like it though, because they're those those libs. What do they call them?
Libtards. Libtards.
Left wing guys and libtards will like this. I don't remember what it was, but
and this is going to go perfectly with this particular film. So this could be an addendum to the very end of that film. Is me standing in line at a Waffle House with my son. We gone out and the cashier behind the that was taking everybody's money, right? And the place is packed, and she's got her mask down, like under here, right? And at the end she goes, well, you just have a nice day, honey. And I said, yeah, okay, I will. Just to make it like a little bit nicer for the guy behind me, why don't you pull your mask up over your face? And she went like she did that. And I turned and walked away. Well, my son was behind me in line. and she turns around and she goes, I hate assholes like that. That's what he said. That's exactly what she said. and he goes, yeah, he's my dad. He is kind of an asshole.
Well, that's funny.
And he had his mask on too. So
did she pull her mask up though before he went up there?
No? Absolutely not. She was talking to the waitresses behind her. Like, oh, those those assholes. And I was like, okay.
The last time I went to Waffle House, it was I think it was in Seattle, but it had the W burned out on it. It was like, it's pretty awesome. I took a picture of it.
Awful House. But here's the thing though, is here in Tennessee, as far as breakfasts go, it is the place to go.
Well, it depends on where you live.
It really.
When I was in Tennessee, though, when I lived there in Knoxville, the Waffle House there was pretty terrible, and the IHOP was the place to go. But
the IHOP closed down during the pandemic and has not opened up.
Probably because they
Back
weren't
up.
wearing their masks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because that's really stopped Waffle House.
Oh well. What am
Oh,
I-
well.
I don't know what to do.
Let's put this one to bed and pretend that we didn't.
That it never happened.
That we didn't bed it down.